And Snowden's leaks continue to span the Atlantic. In fact, the latest revelations published by the Guardian newspaper now tell us that ultimately Britain's government communications headquarters was not only spying extensively on its own citizens, but was actually being funded in a huge part by Washington, D.C. to do so. Let's now have a look here and see how those intelligence gathering programs actually came to be. The UK's GCHQ pumped huge amounts of money into efforts to gather personal data from mobile phones and applications, saying that it wanted to exploit any phone, anywhere, any time. In just the past 5 years alone, the amount of data gathered both from the internet and mobile traffic by the intelligence agency has now increased by more than 70 times. So RT's correspondent Polly Boyker now taking a very close look at what role America has in all of this.
The US government has paid at least £100 million to the UK spy agency over the past 3 years. Now, in return for this money, they've got access to and influence over Britain's intelligence gathering programs. Now, these were allegedly top secret payments. The Americans expect a return on their investments in GCHQ. So GCHQ has got to work very hard to meet the NSA's demands, which almost makes it sound as though the UK intelligence agency is working for the NSA. I mean, for such a prestigious agency, these revelations are likely to be extremely damaging. One GCHQ strategy briefing that The Guardian has seen says, to quote, that GCHQ must pull its weight and be seen to pull its weight, which gives you an impression of sort of the work ethic in GCHQ and the how hard they're trying to please the Americans, really. The Guardian's seen other documents that reveal that GCHQ is actively pouring money into spying on personal mobile phones and applications. And according to The Guardian, some staff that work for GCHQ have expressed concern about the morality and about the ethics behind what it is they do. They are, given the level of deception in their work as well, apparently a number of employees have been concerned about that. Now, the leaked papers also show that the UK's biggest fear is that the US becomes dissatisfied with the work that GCHQ is doing, and as a result will invest less money into the UK spy agency, which brings us to what a number of observers are concerned most about in this story, which is just how close the relationship between GCHQ and the NSA really is, certainly considering the amount of money that's been poured in. And just to remind you, that's over £100 million over the past 3 years. It would seem as though the British side is almost dependent on their American counterparts.